Hey everybody, and welcome to Board Game Heaven. In this episode I'm going to do an unboxing of the box full of evil for the Hellboy board game by Mantic Games. This is a huge box, it's filled with miniatures, so let's quickly open it up and see what's inside. Alright, the box full of evil for Hellboy the board game by Mantic. Let's take a look at the box. As you can see, it's pretty big, pretty tall. And here, oh boy, I do have some damages here, I see. So it has the Darkness Calls expansion, Hellboy in Mexico, and some bonus stretch goals. Alright, so let me see if I can still salvage this box. Okay, so on the inside, first we see a leaflet for Star Saga by Mantic and Dungeon Saga, one of the classic dungeon crawlers. Then we get these character boards. So we have Luchador Hellboy, we got Esteban, El Hermano Estoico, El Hermano Vengativo, Henry Hood, and that's it. So we got those character boards. We have a nice print here of Hellboy and Baba Yaga. Pretty cool. And another one, Hellboy in Mexico with Kamatzots. That's pretty nice. Alright. So next, here's a block of foam keeping these tiles in place. So let's have a look at those. There's 2 packs of tiles. So let's have a closer look at those. So the first punch board has these 2 trapezium shaped staircases, I think they are, and they're double-sided. Then there's these wooden floorboards, a big room and a corridor. And on the back we have rooms as well with stone floors and a statue that has broken. Next there's another large room and more of these staircases, and on the other side again the stone floor. Another one, same as before. And a fourth one with these. Okay, let's take a look at this one. So these are tiles with a snowy exterior here, like you're in some kind of cave. That's pretty cool. And here is a graveyard with some tombstones and these paths there, cobblestones. It's pretty cool. Second tile also has a large exterior room and more of that graveyard and some tokens here. So we have the wolf, we have this girl here, a cauldron, some more a table and some interesting things that you can find in both areas. Here's another large room and a double room. And again the cemetery and the snowy outside areas, and more of that here. They're all different, they all have different artwork, but they all match up nicely. Here is a Ziploc bag for storing some of those tokens. And next we have the first tray protected by a cover. And that has several packs of cards, and they're all packed into their own individual Ziploc bags, which is pretty cool. So these are case files, and you don't want to read those until you're ready to play that mission. So that's pretty cool. They all already come sorted, basically. And we got some cards here. So new rules. One is sealed here in this kind of packing, and this is sealed differently, but they're all sealed. So let's just keep them that way for now. And more new rules. All right. And here is a pack, several packs of smaller cards with some requisition cards and encounters. That's pretty cool. So we get those. Then of course we get lots of minis, and that's pretty cool. So let's start on the left here with these giant bats. And that is pretty nice. Look at that. A giant bat flying towards you. Really nice. It's really big. Fills my entire palm. So we have two of those. No, three of those actually over there. Then we have this character here. Very nice. Very well detailed. Lots of detail here. Cool. We have another one here. Are these like zombies coming out of the graveyard? Then we have some of these, I think they're witches, or maybe they're ghosts. But also really nicely posed, very dynamic, and lots of detail. So there's three of those in here as well. Here is Kamazots, the luchador turned vampire. Pretty cool. The big wings. You can see there's actually some detail on the wings themselves, if you can tell in the light there. It's really nice. Really big. And here's a giant wolf. Really big, with all the fur. Nasty snarl. Very cool and scary looking wolf. And then we have these undead horsemen. Also pretty nice, big models. Wielding a spear with these thin looking horses. You can see all their muscles, you know, like as if their muscles are all exposed. Very cool. Nice and big. And lastly, here's another of these, well, shall we say zombies. Also a lot of detail. So there's that. All right, let's take that tray out. And there's another tray filled with evil. So let's just take that out of the box completely. All right. So what else do we have? We have some undead soldiers here, holding a sword and a shield and a pointy helmet. And I really like the detail on all of those scales on the armor and the notches in the shield and everything. Really cool. So we have those, and we have several of those here. Then we have a different one with an axe. Another undead soldier, and he's got scale mail, as you can see, which is also very detailed with some rags over them, holding that axe. Very cool. So three of those as well. And we got Luchador Hellboy here, also very cool, holding up his fist, wearing a luchador costume and a mask. So that's pretty nice. We have that. Then we have this, well, it looks like it's an Oni. An Oni demon wielding a hammer. Very nice with his beads around his neck and his horns and his big grimace. Very nice. So we have that. Then we have some of these Spanish soldiers. Pretty nice, these conquistadores. Alright, so we have 3 of those. Excuse me, bit of a frog in my throat. A plague of frogs. Here's another undead soldier with a cool looking shield with some kind of creature on it, some animal. And he's got a billowing cape. Also in a dynamic pose. Pretty cool. Tattered cape. Right, so we have 3 of those. Here is another undead soldier wearing a turban of sorts. So that's pretty nice as well. One of those, and there's, let me see, 2 here. There's another one, 3. They're a bit jumbled here just to make them fit, but that's okay. And then we have this zombie soldier with a spear. Really love the detail on all of these. So there's one of those, and there's another one here. There's a bit, and another one there. So it seems to be 3 of each every time. See this guy here, another zombie. We also have, let me see, 3 of those then, I guess. Yep. So yep, so we have him over here, over there, and over here. So let's take a look at some of these Luchadors. That's pretty nice. Big belly. Strong wrestlers with the hoods and the cape. That's pretty nice. So we have this one, and we have the one with the big sombrero, holding a bottle. Okay, so that's those. We have these floating heads, which is also from one of the short stories from Hellboy. 3 of these heads, and I believe there is another set of those over here as well. Looks, no, it's actually a different sculpt, so that's pretty nice. 2 different groups of 3 floating heads. And we have this character here. What was his name again? Henry Hood. Henry Hood. Come back from the dead. Who you can play as a hero. So that's him over there. We have, so this is, I believe, gosh, what was his name again? The iron tongs, and he had that bit of parchment with a, you know, a text on it to keep him safe or something. I forgot his name. But he's also one of the villains in the Hellboy stories. Cool. So we have him. Let's see, did I check this guy already? Yep. So here is the Immortal Enemy. I also forgot the name. I'll look it up later. It's been a while since I read the comics. Currently reading BPRD, Plague of Frogs, and I got Hell on Earth waiting for me after that. Quite a lot of stories in the Hellboy universe. So that's pretty cool. And finally, we have a guy on a horse. Another bad guy here. Really cool looking. With his sword and his jacket just draped over his shoulders. All the gear he's bringing on his horse. All of that very nicely detailed. So cool. Alright, so we have him as well. Let me see. There. I think I covered everything then from this tray. So then that was it, the box full of evil. And so that was my unboxing of the box full of evil for Hellboy the board game by Mantic Games. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications whenever I upload a new video. And I'll see you next time on Board Game Heaven.